Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Don't get nervous.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
To throw is gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. First and 10.
Here we go. Check 52.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Crunch.
Second down, it's Henderson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 15. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 18.
Watch his flat. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Big series right here.
On second down, it's White, and he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
180. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. 6-0 our score after 1.
Focus, defense, focus.
They go play action with Trubisky. It's complete. James White. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. White's got a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had the big touchdown run on the first drive and more room to maneuver right there.
And the big guys up front, they're feeling chesty and strong, creating nice openings for him.
All right, T, let's all right, T. He's coming. 18. He's coming to double up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Yo, 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here comes the ball.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make our score 9-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
From just shy of midfield, Goff, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got one.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7.
It goes to the 120.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Single receiver. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They go play action. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. Gonna let one fly for Rupp. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Eric Saubert, his first touchdown on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check 40.
Hey, Echo. Hey, check 20.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and he's going to go down again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Check 26. Check 26. Check.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 31, check 31.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
24 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going on the ground, it's White. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This goes to Barber, the running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And Matthews makes the grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, it's White. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Check safety, check safety. Lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky being chased out left. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
180. I got you. Check. Move.
They'll run on first down. White. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 9.
Hey, ball.
From the 38, Trubisky flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
24.
On first down, White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Take 4.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. James White with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this home. Back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Yeah!
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Now this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
What team spell?
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 36, Goff, and that's complete to Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Back to throw, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
218, chopper. Hey, 5.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff throwing again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. On 1st down, it's White, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Chicago, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.